lovies, happy Lovers Month. We are officially in the month of love, the socially obsessed, commercially driven month. And depending on where you find yourself on the spectrum, it can be the month of love, the month of depression, or the month of indifferent. I have had 4 clients today, physically, and I've had 1 consultation on the phone. And that prompted me to do this video. I've been asked numerous times, countless times, to have a YouTube channel, and today couldn't have been the perfect day to start. So welcome to my channel. My name is Pretty Johnson. I am an interpersonal relationship expert, and what can you expect? Well, I'm a little bit weird, a little bit quirky, a little bit eccentric, a little bit zany, and a little peculiar. All those little makes up pretty. So let's take a journey together. This is my first video on YouTube, so I hope it's not as bad as I think it's gonna be, but bear with me and let's take a journey together. My 4 clients that walked in today had one thing in common, and they all single, and they each wanted the same thing: for me to set them up on a blind date so they don't spend today alone. You want to know what's special about today? Today is Valentine's Day, and for whatever reason, we have placed more emphasis on today, and somehow it defines some of us. Love is a beautiful thing. Love is amazing. I love love. I love happy endings. I am a sucker for romantic movies and all that. But love is not the fairy tale that we've been sold. We bought into the idea that we're supposed to hopscotch out of here into fairy tale land with our soulmate. You often hear people say this, that this person is my better half. This person complete me. Without this person, I will be nobody. And that actually hurt us in most ways, if that is your ideology. Relationship doesn't define us. Relationships do not define who we are. And if you have placed your entire existence, the worth of you, to a relationship, if you happen to be in one, then you feel whole, life is gonna be a whole lot unbearable for you. I wish for everybody to be in love, to experience love, but are we all gonna have that experience? No. Are we all gonna have the same happy ending? No. Some of us are not meant to be married. Some of us are not meant to be single. But what we are meant to be is to be happy with who we are. In whatever situation that we find ourselves, we need to be happy. One of my clients is dogging on today. Like, today couldn't have been the worst thing that could happen to her. All because she's not in a relationship. And it's a little bit worry for somebody to put their life on hold and to make an assumption that a relationship or a person is going to come in and fill whatever void that they have and make it whole and make them happy. Reality is, nobody's going to make you any happier than you are today. Nobody has that power to make you any more happier than yourself. We are our own source of happiness. If you are in a relationship today, you should enjoy it, you should love it, however it makes you feel, that is your relationship. But if you are single today and you find yourself wallowing and like having the worst pity party, then please, there is a lot wrong than you not having a relationship. Your self-worth should not be tied to a relationship. Your whole existence should not be defined by whether you're single or in a relationship. None of us are going to be in the same space at the same time, at the same period in life. We've all traveled different paths. Where your friend is today is not where you're going to be today. A single day, a single month should not make you feel any less than the person that you are. A single day should not determine whether you are a happy person or not. You are happy all year round. Love is not displayed in one day. I don't dog those who celebrate Valentine. I do celebrate Valentine. I love receiving presents. But will that make me feel more of a person or value me more than I am? No. Will that spike some excitement? Yes. If you are single, your life is on hold. You're waiting for that perfect moment. You're waiting for that perfect somebody to come complete you. Let me guarantee you something. It's not going to happen. Somebody's going to come along. Granted, that person might spike a temporal excitement, a temporal high in your life. But because you've been so unfair and placing so much responsibility in somebody's hands, that they should be, they are your comedy, make you happy. It doesn't happen, you get disappointed and you moved on. So you leaving a trail of people behind, like you have body count for days. All because you are not happy with who you are. The best thing that you can do for yourself instead of a wallowing party, a pity party, is for us to do an assessment party. Let's put something down. Let's find out why we are here, what we have done, what we want to accomplish, and what we want out of life. All this in honesty. Work on yourself, your views on life, your expectations on life. You should not expect more from anybody than you can give to yourself. Meaning, if you do not love yourself more, you do not love yourself enough, don't expect somebody to do that job for you, because even yourself, you cannot value you. How much more a stranger? Whatever you cannot give yourself, you shouldn't expect from anybody. Do this assessment. Try and have a different outlook on life. Yes, it's all fair and dandy for us to say self-love, self-worth, and all that. But it's not cliche. The value you have on yourself actually depicts your outlook on life. How the goggles that you've placed on is the same goggles that you see out there. If you do not have respect, if you do not value you, if you don't have self-worth, you're going to have the same dislike towards everybody and anybody that you meet. Relationships are beautiful, but what you need to realize is a happy single person makes an unhappy partner. So whatever relationship you go in, you're still going to be unhappy. That void cannot be filled by anybody but by yourself. Do this and trust me, life will have a whole different meaning for you. Our life, our walking path is a progress. We all cannot have the same thing, but what we all can have is we all can be happy. That we all can do. You cannot be negative. You cannot be a hater. You cannot dog on anybody who's in a relationship, all simply because you don't find yourself in that space. The life that we've planned for ourselves sometimes are not going to be the life that happens. God has a better plan for ourselves. So if you're single today, no need to be worried. No need to do a drunk dial call. As February is a depression month, February is also the highest suicidal rate month. We have little love towards ourselves. Love begins with us. Self-love. You love you more. You're able to love and receive love. When you don't love yourself, that Jesus could come down and you still find something wrong. You still pinpoint on something. That is because of that you cannot be in that relationship. You cannot love the person. Or because you don't love who you are. Let's do self-love right now. This today. Instead of I need a date. How about you have a date with yourself? Enjoy your own company. Love who you are. You are more than enough to make life a happy life. You are more than in love. So, let's do that and let's enjoy what God has given us. Where we are, how we are, what we are. It's exactly what it's supposed to be. Now, on to the call that I received. My client, very disappointed with the present that she received. And the only thing that stood out in the whole segment, 45 minutes, was, do you remember what I received last year? And we cannot compare our relationships. We cannot compare our lives. We cannot expect to have the same thing every day. You have to have an appreciation heart. You have to have a grateful heart. Whatever they got you is what they wanted to or what they could afford. Stop letting people bend backwards to prove their love to you. They're going to get tired and they're going to leave you behind alone. Show that you are grateful and you appreciate their love. Their efforts were enough to make the day a beautiful one. The person that you were with last year is not going to be the same person this year. Hell, we don't have a different president. Times are changing. And you are expecting somebody to remain the same and give you the same things over and over or exceed what they did before. The person couldn't get you a present, but the person is there today. The person woke up with you today. What more present do you want? You waked up today. What present are you looking for again? What date are you looking for again? What relationship? You have everything at your disposal to be happy. Any moment you find yourself wanting more, any moment you find yourself wishing for what somebody got, any moment you find yourself hoping to be somebody, I need you to remember this. No matter where you are, no matter who you are, no matter what your situation is, somebody somewhere is also praying for that situation. Somebody somewhere will kill to be in your shoes. Let's be happy and always remember this. Life is a pretty thing. We need to enjoy it, we need to endure it, and we need to celebrate it. Thank you for watching.